He didn't have a big office, a team of experts, or $1 million investment. He had a small room, a broken chair, an old laptop, and a dream that felt too big for his tiny space. But that dream didn't care about his circumstances. That dream was louder than his fear. That dream kept him awake at night and pulled him out of bed every morning. The man who turned a small room into a global brand didn't start with much. He didn't have connections, fame, or luck. He had belief. Belief in himself. Belief that something small can grow into something great if you don't give up. Every time he looked around that room, he didn't see limits. He saw possibilities. He saw a blank canvas, a quiet place, a starting point. And maybe right now, you're in a small room too. Maybe you're feeling stuck, lost, or behind. Maybe people don't believe in your ideas. Maybe your own mind whispers, this will never work. But what if I told you that some of the greatest success stories started in spaces smaller than yours? That dreams don't care where you begin. They only care how far you're willing to go. This man had no fancy desk, no expensive tools, no helping hand. He had to build everything from scratch. He started working from that small room not because it was perfect, but because it was all he had. He used what he had and made the best of it. He turned his phone into a camera, his laptop into a classroom, and his room into a launchpad. He used books from the library, videos from YouTube, and free tools on the internet to learn everything he needed to know. He failed many times. He built things that didn't work. He made things that no one noticed, but he kept trying. He kept learning. He kept showing up, day after day. Night after night, his room became a place of growth, of trial, of practice. While others looked for shortcuts, he built slowly. While others waited for the right time, he started now. While others doubted him, he trusted the process. He had no one cheering for him, no one offering support, but still he believed, because he knew the room was small, but his vision was not. He worked in silence, but his results would speak loudly. One day, he created something people liked. Then more people came. Then more. Slowly, his work started to reach new eyes. His brand began to grow. Orders came in. Messages came in. His room was now full, not of doubt, but of energy. He turned that room into a store, into an office, into a world of ideas. He shipped products from his bed. He answered emails at midnight. He managed everything on his own. And though it was hard, it was worth it. Because it was real. It was his. He didn't need approval. He didn't need to be perfect. He just needed to keep going. And he did. Over time, his brand became known. Not because he shouted, but because he delivered. Not because he paid for attention, but because people could feel the love in what he made. From one room, he reached countries he had never been to. His story spread. People asked, "How did you do it?" And he always smiled and said, "It all started in that small room." The size of your space does not limit the size of your success. The world may not see your effort now, but one day it will see your results. If you're in a small space right now, don't feel small. You are planting seeds. And seeds grow best when they're protected. This is your building season. This is where you train. This is where you fight. This is where you rise. Don't wait for perfect. Start with messy. Don't wait for big. Begin with small. Don't wait for later. Begin now. The man in this story didn't have more time than you. He didn't have more talent. He just made a choice. A simple but powerful choice to believe in what could be, instead of being scared of what was. He chose to work when it wasn't fun. He chose to stay focused when distractions were loud. He chose to stay humble when success arrived. And that's why he made it. You don't need a giant room to hold a giant dream. You just need heart, effort, and the will to keep going when nothing seems to work. There will be days when you feel like giving up. Days when everything feels heavy. Days when progress is slow. But those are the days that shape you. Those are the days that matter the most. Stay in the game, stay in your room, and keep building. Because one day, your story will inspire someone else who's just beginning. One day, your small steps will lead to big impact. One day, someone will say, if they could do it from that small room, maybe I can too. And that is how greatness spreads, not through big moments, but through quiet, steady effort. So wherever you are, whatever you're working on, remember this: your journey is valid, your dream is possible, and your room is enough. For now. Because what you build in silence today will be celebrated loudly tomorrow. Let your story be proof that it's not about where you start, but how much you grow. The strongest life lesson here is this: every big brand, every big name, every big success once started small, in a room, in a corner, in a quiet space where no one was watching. The moral is simple: never let the size of your room decide the size of your dream. If this story moves something in your heart, if it reminded you that you have what it takes, then let that feeling grow. Let it turn into action. Subscribe to this channel, How to Grow, if you believe your small start will one day turn into a big story. Like this video if you're working silently on your dream, and comment the word building below if you're ready to grow from where you are with what you have. This is just the beginning. And here on this channel, we grow together, one small room, one big dream, and one unstoppable step at a time.